I'm Casey Donovan, and together with Amy Malloy, we welcome you to The Space, a mindfulness podcast that's not like the others. In this show, we share hints and tips for how to be your best self in ways you might not expect. Every Monday, our theme for the day is Let's Do This. We give you mindfulness tips to give you clarity for the week ahead. Are you a master of multitasking? Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but evidence says nobody is. In fact, the idea of multitasking is a myth. Research in neuroscience tells us that the brain doesn't really do tasks simultaneously as we thought, or hoped it might. We just switch tasks quickly. Each time we move from hearing music to writing a message or talking to someone, there is a stop-start process that goes on in our brains. And all this switching makes it inefficient. Research has shown that multitasking takes as much as 40% more time than focusing on one task at a time. Even more for complex tasks. Instead of kidding ourselves that we have the ability to do it all at once, mindfulness flips the idea on its head. Want to be more efficient? More creative? Want to come up with the kind of ideas that make you a star in your workplace? Become an expert monotasker instead. As the name suggests, monotasking is the practice of concentrating fully on one activity or a task at a time. The goal is to minimize the interruptions or distractions until that single task is completed. In the book Deep Work by Cal Newport, he touches on the principle of monotasking, which we can all put into practice. Deep work is the ability to focus on a demanding task, one that requires higher levels of awareness for an extended period of time. We're talking up to 4 hours at a time. That's a lot. But you can work up to it. Why not start with some shallow deep diving? Set aside 2 hours where you can focus on a single project without interruption. Fill up your water bottle and grab some snacks so you can't convince yourself to visit the kitchen. And settle in. The theory is, this kind of singular focus will engage both sides of your brain and lead to higher levels of productivity and creativity. Multitasking. How 2019? I'm Casey Donovan, and this is The Space. Join us tonight when we'll ask, is your alarm clock holding you back? Until then, space out.